is a winner of, it's amongst the winner of the VGMA 23 Traditional Cultural Group. For me, I have a particular point I'll make when we come back. Stay and hear me make that point. Stay.
Wakameteo, Brenta, Kade, Bobakewo, Wakameteo, Brenta, Oleame, 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 Wakameteo, Brenta, Jajame wa, Wakameteo, Brenta, Jajame wa, Wakameteo, Brenta, Oleame, Oleame, Oleame. Oleame, Wakameteo, Brenta. Wakameteo, Brenta, 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 Wakameteo, Brenta.
So welcome back away from the Liverpool and match-fixing brouhaha and all the Scrabble championship. Welcome to another exciting segment, and this is what I promised to tell you, right? I believe that when you do the rap, when you do the dance hall, when you do any of those genres that are foreign, you are not going to get the bars you need. There's no way people from the BET, people from the Grammys, and the other awards that are extremely prestigious outside this country, there's no way they'll come to this country to watch the awards we have. It's a controversial one. The reason is that you cannot do what they are doing better than they are. The only thing you can do is when you put out the real you out there, then and you polish it, you add value to it. That's the only way you can see them trooping in to see the difference. I'll tell you what. The people who have been, of course, nominated to the Grammys, especially Africans and one who has even won it. Let's talk about Angelique Kidjo, if you like. You've seen it. There's a touch of the Africanness wherever she is from. Even the phone, that sounds like, I mean, you've heard it. On a world stage during one ceremony like this, Donald Trump was there. She sang in the phone language. Let's talk about Berna. Berna was doing dancehall, yoma. When he twisted, and I'm too sure it was the advice of the people who were handling out there, of course, PDD and co. And the Fela Kuti thing started coming in. That's when the difference was made. All right? So mention the Rocky Dawuni. You can, yeah, of course, the reggae, but there's a bit of Africanness all around. That is the only way. That's why I believe that we need to add value to our indigenous dance forms and, of course, dance music forms or genres that we have here, so we can sell it better for them to buy, because they cannot buy something they already have. Let's talk to the winner of the VGMA traditional group or artist of the year, Kusum Ensemble. Nii Tettey is the leader of that. Hi, it's good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
I see. What I was saying, I'm not too sure I was telling lies, right?
You're not. Because we've been out there. We've been on the world biggest stages all over the world. For example, you mentioned Angelina Kidjo, that's why I'm going to tell you about this. I went on the New Orleans Jazz Festival some years back with my 10-piece Kusum Ensemble. And we have to jump off the stage, and then Angelina Kidjo will be on the stage. So we will switch stages with Angelina Kidjo. So she was in the dressing room and heard us doing our last piece. She couldn't stand it.
Wow.
She ran on the stage and joined us. So when we finished the piece, she was on the stage with us.
Wow.
When we were going to get off, she said, "No,
stay."
And then she started the first song with my people. And we jam for a little bit, and then we jump off the stage. I was so happy.
Wow.
The New Orleans Jazz Festival is one of the biggest one in the world. I remember on that weekend, Lionel Richie was there. Paul Simon was there.
I see.
Angelina Kidjo from Africa. We are also from Africa. And like what you just saw on screen, that is how I do my wonderful pieces.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
So I keep asking myself, what are we doing to our Ghanaian music and dance? Because I've been on big stages, you know, when you don't even know me, do you?
I know I don't.
But you know Shatawale, don't you?
Of course.
Yes, so, and you know Stonebwoy and all those guys, yes. But you don't know me.
No.
Yes. So I ask myself when I'm on that stages that, who am I? You know? And before I would jump on the stage, they will say, all the way from Ghana, that is the most beautiful thing. Then my heart, you know, I'm very happy to hear that from all the way from Ghana, Nii Tettey Tetteh and the Kusum Ensemble. That's all I'm looking for.
Wow, wow.
You see, if we want...
And those platforms are also very big platforms.
Really
that
huge.
Attract a lot of people around the world.
Yes.
They are festivals that people target and want to go to all the time, you know.
They sell before the tickets are sold before the show.
Yeah.
Like the tickets are sold months back before even the show. And the Lafayette World Music, California World Music. I've been on all these stages.
Wow.
Sometimes I ask myself, where are our popular musicians?
I know. And again, the question is, if we were doing those kind of music, would you still be on those stages? And the answer is no. If we were doing those other songs, I mean, Afro beats and all that.
If are you saying if I'm doing
If
what
you were, yes,
do what the
all
others
the-
do?
yeah,
No, I don't think
clearly.
I'll be there.
No, clearly.
I don't think I'll be there because I remember I've been. I was told in that time I was on tour, driving from New York all the way to California, from state to state, festival to festival. You know, the tour is linked.
Okay.
You know, so I'm driving and I'm driving my 10-piece band. It's not a joke. I don't have a driver. I don't have a sound man. I don't have a lighting man.
You do all these.
I do all this by myself because you can't pay. You know, you have to. And the 10-piece band too, you know, we have our microwaves, our everything behind the booth because we can't go away with our gari and kinky and shito and those kind of.
I see.
You know,
That's what gives the energy.
the
You can't go and eat the rice and salad and be dancing.
No, they will be crying. So you always have to have these things. Sometimes if we don't get a place to do some small cross stew or something, if we see KFC, we go like that with our black shito.
Yeah, I know.
Why we are driving.
I see.
Doing from tour to tour to tour to tour.
Okay.
You know, and you ask yourself, so where are we taking our Ghanaian music?
Well, we'll talk about that. What's that instrument in your hand?
You see, sometimes,
There's a name we used to call it.
no, it depends on which tribe you are
Yes,
coming from.
I forgot.
So maybe you call it Agijipo, is that
Oh, I
right?
see. Yeah, I don't know that. Maybe
Yeah.
they just formed the name Kuskas for it.
Well, Koskas is the sound because
yeah, Kuskas.
a lot of people call it by the
Yeah,
sound.
yeah,
You know, we the Ghans, we call it Pung Pung when I was growing.
Okay. Okay.
You know, when I was growing, some of the gang, we call it Pung Pung because of the sound.
Oh, It reminds
But
me of,
originally, it's a snuff container.
yes.
It's a snuff container, so the old people put in snuff
Okay.
that they sniff.
Okay.
But when we were kids, we don't use snuff.
Yeah. That's true.
So you
That's
put
true.
in stone.
Even these days, I don't see a lot of.
You don't
people
see it because the foreign cultures is having too much impact on our cultures. And that is the problem.
But what does it do? What does snuff do?
For the old people.
I didn't know.
No, for the old people, you know, the snuff, they use it for medicine purposes, you know, for head, for this, for that.
And it's
And, you know, and you can use it for different, you know.
okay.
But it's a good instrument.
Okay, so let's hear you play the
when you put in stones.
Okay, yeah.
And for me, traveling to the Western world, going from school to school, I told them when I'm a kid,
Okay.
this is my computer games.
I see.
And then they say, oh, so how do you use your computer games? And I say, just like your computers.
I see.
That you use the game and the game start from level 1, then the level keep moving.
I see.
So level 1 is simple.
Okay.
You keep shaking. And then level 2, shake the left and throw the right. You see? And then level 3, you shake the right and throw the left at the same time. Level 4, you throw the right before the left. And then you see the children will go, wow, the whole school will be shaking. And then what level am I? Sometimes I can't count well.
I thought about level 4 or 5.
Let's say 5. Okay, level 5, the game start getting complex. And one thing I love about this game is, you know, I can play and talk at the same time, you know, without losing my beat, you know.
Okay, so it's time for break. We'll take a break at this point. When we come back, I'm going to be trying it level 1, level 2. That's where I can get to, I am sure. Or I can do shak, 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 shak. But of course, we still have the leader of the Konsum Ensemble here. When we come back, we're still talking why we're not leveraging on what we have to add more value and to get a lot of people coming down here to buy it expensively. Stay with us, we'll be right back. So welcome back to the show. Nii Tetteh is still here with me. Is the winner, of course, the group Kusum Ensemble is the winner of the VGMA 23 traditional group or artists, if you like. It's still here. Played a lot of shows. Again, when I started talking, I mentioned a lot of names. Osibisa was also one. The world stage, they were so popular. They didn't go with any other genre than ours, all right? They were these African. Of course, I know some artists, Wiala, Sherifa, Kinaisoba, Walasi, Manifest. Even Manifest has a fusion of these. Senat Dagadu. I mean, when you see they are different and they don't play shows here. Those people don't play shows here. They play shows outside because the outside world is calling for these things. They don't call for what they already have. So that's why I feel that we should talk more about this. Let's see how we can add value to it. Are we even ready? That's what the Nii Tetteh has been asking. Are we ready? But where did the name Kusum come from? The name of the ensemble?
Kusum is just tradition.
Oh, tradition.
In Ghana.
Oh, I see.
Ghana, you say Kusumi.
Okay.
You know, and it spells with M at the end. But
Yes.
I put N because when you are sounding it, when you are saying it, most of the time when we are saying it, we didn't sound M. We sound like Kusum.
Yeah,
Kusum.
Kusum. Okay.
So
okay.
I kept it like that,
Okay.
Kusum. So I spell it Kusun instead of Kusum.
Okay, so this is what I'll do. I'm going to do this, then use the other one to play along and sing. Can you do that?
I can do that.
Okay, let's go.
It depends on the reading. You are, keep going. I want to hear you. Pro. Or you can just sing. Baba baba shi baba lo, oh shi bam bam. Baba baba shi baba lo, oh shi baba baba shi baba lo, de ma fumio je. Baba baba shi baba lo,
Oh, she baba.
oh shi bam bam.
Oh, she baba.
Oh shi bam bam.
Oh, she baba.
Shi bam bam shi bam bam.
Oh, she baba.
Oh shi bam bam.
Oh, she baba.
Oh shi bam bam.
Oh, she baba. Ah! That is my ticket to join the Kusum Dance Ensemble. You will see me shine. You will see me on these stages. I'll be playing only this one. Actually, it's not easy. I can feel it everywhere. But how did you come to winning the VGMA 23? Did you file or did
I didn't file. I'm very surprised.
Oh,
I
I
was very
see.
surprised because, you know, this has been, I think it's overdue because I've been out there for a long time, jump on the West stages, and some of the big newspapers have reported about us, like the New York Times.
Okay.
You know, we did a big show in what do you call it, Brooklyn.
Okay.
The next day, we were in front of the New York Times,
Oh, I see.
reporting about
That's huge.
what we did. Yes.
That's you. Well, but let's watch the moment where they got out there to receive the awards. When we come back, I want to ask him who takes after, because there's an issue of transition and also who to train to be able to take over. Succession plans are really not what we know here in Africa. So I ask him who is going to take after all of these and keep the torch, you know, the flame up. Take a look at VGMA 23.
On straight to the next one. The people that are upholding our tradition and ensuring that regardless of whatever times may change, our traditional music still remains paramount. Moving on to the category Traditional Artist of the Year. And to present, ladies and gentlemen, allow me call on Fredima and a superstar artist, Samini. Please.
Achi. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do it quick, but before I say anything, this man right here next to me, Fredima, It's amazing I'm standing here with him today because the very first studio, even before I got signed to Ashanti International, the very first studio that I did a vocal recording that I could hear myself in the headphones was in this man's studio. Down in Adabraka Asylum down. Yeah. So it's amazing to be here with you today, and let's get into it. We're here to present the award for Best Traditional Artist, and I would let my boss here do us the honor.
And the winner is Nii Tettey Tetteh of Kusum Ensemble.
A round of applause as they draw to the stage. Winner of Traditional Artist of the Year.
We are a nation, we are a people. Though we are different, we make a sound.
Thank you very much. I'm very, very happy today.
All right, so that is Nii Tettey Tetteh, is that it?
Yeah.
At the Industry Awards that was organized by the VGMA. Clearly, the winner there. Again, there was this issue of Klala. I don't know if you know Klala. At some point, they started with this traditional, and before you know, after winning, they said they had changed because it was not paying them much. And now we cannot find them again. They have entered the Klala itself. They become Fika. But are you ever going to change?
No.
Doing this music?
Look, I've been doing this since 1978.
Wow. That's a long time.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I started doing 1978 till today. Wow. That's what I do. I've traveled all over the world.
Yeah.
You know, the big men here says they went to school where? Name it, Harvard, yeah. They will mention a lot of school in the States, Australia, the UK. I have taught there.
Wow.
I have taught there. I went and taught this thing, Kolomashi and these things there. These things is all over the world. This thing is all over the world today because of me. If you Google Astrato or Astrato right now, you Google it, you see me.
Wow. So what it means is that there's a future in these things.
I'm telling you, this
can make money, exposure.
This if you put this in a full container and put me on top of the container to anywhere in the world, let's say US, UK, or Australia, put like 3, 4, 5 million in there. Let's sell it. Let's say we spend two CDs on this. We go out there and sell it for, let's say, $5 each. How many millions of dollars are we going to make?
A lot of it.
A lot of. I'm just doing small calculation for government to hear.
Oh no, they don't. They will not hear. So let's continue that. Nobody hears.
Because these are the only resource that we hold 100% access to.
That's the thing.
These are the only resource. And look at what the musician. I don't say our musicians out there. The popular ones are.
You can even do this and rap on it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
just
not saying
a bit. You don't have to go and do mink mank.
I'm not saying they don't doing good music. That music is good, but there is a touch that is lost. Absolutely. And that is costing us money.
And people can own that one, and we can also own these ones.
You know, if you lost touch in your music, it costs the country a lot of money.
I see. So I was talking about succession plan and how prepared you are in terms of having people to take over, because one day of all of us are going to
that is a big problem as well. Have you asked yourself? I don't know if you know that you can do what I do in the university.
Yeah, of course.
People
call it dondology.
I don't know what dondo is there. I don't know the logic too. I don't know what it is. Look, if you want to do science, you start from class 1 and start doing science.
Right.
Small science things, you get to class, go in JSS, SS, and then you go to university and do your medicine thing. We don't do this in any of the schools. But we have it in university. Look at the logic. And these things, like I'm saying, if you go to Senegal, if you go to Mali, is one of the resources that give them money every year to support their economy.
So the only time we even have it is in the secondary school, and it's not even the traditional one. What I learned, I did music as an elective. What I learned is not these very traditional. We're still using the pianos, the keys.
I've been to schools and universities all over the world. When you get there, you have their, especially if I'm in the UK right now, I work every single minute in the schools from Monday to Friday. I won't get a chair to sit. They won't allow me. Because I remember touring the UK a little bit, and every school wanting me to come and do something. Because they use this to get the children to do what they want to do, to learn. Because without music and fun,
yeah,
you know, it will be difficult for the kids.
Yeah.
But when they're having fun, they see it, everything in terms of alphabets, putting numbers together as fun.
Right.
Because you see, if you playing this, the calculation when it comes to numbers,
Even the coordination, it's the coordination, how to play these things. If you are not smart, you can't do that.
You can't do
No,
it.
I'm telling you. Even with just this one alone, do scars, and then two, with the beats and the timing.
that's what I'm saying. That I just finished my Form 4, which a lot of people argue that Form 4 is more than SS. But I've traveled all over the world, taught in universities all over the world.
I see.
I have a school at Tungwa that people come from all over the world to study.
Oh, I see.
I have connection with the University of Idaho. Every year, they will come and study with me for 3 weeks and go and write their final thesis, the final year. I have connection with Fidonia University from New York too. They also come. After since the COVID, I haven't got any students. They keep calling and keep canceling.
Okay.
But I'm hoping that the year coming, they will call and they will come.
So what are the plans, though? What are the plans for? Is it just about teaching them, or you have some travel plans, or you're still going to be playing some shows and all that?
Well, like I'm saying, me, most of the time my shows comes abroad.
Okay.
Most of the time when I'm doing a show here, it costs me money.
Okay.
And I don't get the sponsors.
Okay.
No, like if somebody open their mouth, I know sponsors will run and go and sponsor it, but me, nobody sponsor. So sometimes I put a show at the Art Center or the Alliance Francaise, and I do it myself, and I get people to come. When you see me doing that, then I'm preparing the band to travel.
Okay.
So I'll put it on stage and see where I'm not doing, why the people are not responding or people are responding, because when we put a show together, we have class of people that come and watch us. So you can see from them, and then we go out there and do our correction quickly, and then we are on tour.
I see.
Since the COVID, I haven't done anything yet. And for quite a time now, because even traveling, I'm a businessman.
Okay.
You know, doing traditional music and dance.
Okay.
So it's very difficult. I have to pay people in America to book
places for you.
I send, like, you play my video, I send my video, my everything, I send to them. And then they will be sending to festival and things, and then when they booked me, and I know I'm booked, then when they booking, they paying advance and stuff like that, so we can get airfares and stuff like that, and then we go and start the tour.
The tour, wow.
And sometimes it's not easy to tour with 10 people. You have to manage them, a house, what they're going to eat and drink. And sometimes if you don't schedule the tour very well, because we have a lot of work in the winter. Like the Black History Month is in February in a place like America. So you're traveling in the middle of winter. And you can have shows that is going to give you like $7,000, $8,000 that can be cancelled by snow. So sometimes when you hear that, then you are shaking.
I know, right? It can snow in your house.
Yes, and you won't go out for 3 days.
Wow.
So our work is difficult, and sometimes when I'm sitting, it makes me to cry, because in your own country, which will make the thing huge, they don't support it.
I see.
You are open. I'm always praying that all our embassies around the world, they will have cultural attaches who can work well with people like us, so that we can generate a lot of funds to support what we have in the country.
Again, I'm not too sure. That will happen in maybe 20 years, 30 years, someday. But now, and 6 years to come, 7 years to come, I'm not too sure we are even. I'm not too optimistic.
Maybe after my great-grandchildren
probably
have taken over from me.
Thank you very much for coming. That's Nii Tettey Tetteh, the winner of the Traditional Artist of the Year. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sounds coming through. So we'll start off with this one.
Can I say one thing?
Please do quickly.
I also like to plead to the authorities that a place like the Art Center is where we all grew from.
Okay.
Since 1978, we played. That stage is what makes us who we are. They are planning to pull it down for whatever.
They are planning to pull it down.
They pull it. They're pulling it down. They're
going the Art Center.
Yes, they're going to pull it down. And the Art Center is the art of the country. I'm pleading to whoever is in charge that they should keep it. They can pull everything around it down, but they should keep it. They should keep it and try and use what they are going to do around it to generate money, to get it going, to get people like us to put the shows there.
My country, Ghana. As they want to pull it down, may the power of God pull them down.
Yes, that's a nice rap. Put it there, put it there.
So we are back on Monday. All right? My name is Kokulimo. I can't wait to see you. You enjoy the show, right? Hey, all right. Liverpool is going to win.